You know, it's funny because this is actually like the solution, basically. So this comment is responding to a video where I was talking about passing arguments to a command that you're running over SSH and how that can get very confusing. Like you're logged into one machine, you want to log into another, SSH into it, maybe non-interactively, and run a command. Sometimes parsing the arguments, escaping them, figuring out when and where to use quotes can be really confusing. And this user writes, rather than fight with escaping quotes and stuff, how about putting complicated data into a text file as CSV or JSON, and then it gets cut off, but it says giving it to the script as an argument? Yep, this totally works. The issue is transporting that to the remote host you want to run it on. Obviously, if you can SCP a file over there with JSON or CSV, you can SCP over a script and get the same effect. Now, if you want to pass that data as an argument to the script and SCP that file over there as a separate data, then like I said, you could just SCP the script in the first place. It wouldn't be that big of an issue. The issue becomes, how do you pass it over like a single command? Now, the reason I say this is the solution is because what you're describing, you say CSV, you say JSON, what you're really describing is encoding and decoding the data, or put differently, serializing and deserializing the data. This is exactly what the crux of the problem is. We want to pass data to a script as arguments. We need to serialize that. Now, when we look at something like, oh, we need to escape a couple slashes or add a couple quotes, we don't think about it, but that's what we're doing. We're serializing into a known format and then deserializing it later to read back. So this is actually kind of like the solution to the problem is, how do we pass this data over? The solution I'm going to come up with, I'll make a whole video where I talk about all this specifically, but yeah, we need to get this text over there somehow, so we need to figure out the right way of serializing it. So yeah, CSV, JSON, these are all totally valid.